Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas. DKR
in and out.
Memorial Stadium. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. This running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered each and every week. We see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15. They are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kentucky's offense will go to work first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Texas offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. One of the games within the game that we've been looking forward to all week. How will he handle this star quarterback on the other side of the ball? He'll start on the ground with Brown. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings.
Are you at the crib yet?
To maintain that focus as the season goes along.
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country. Midway through the year, David, there are tougher challenges.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, get you a little bit complacent. So that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
Hauls it in. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Keith Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the arch connection and how it grows.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30?
What
and
in
the
the world was
incomplete
that?
pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
I knew exactly why he said that,
field
too.
goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Stepping to the right.
Oh, what? Oh!
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive.
Snags it, and there's running room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Could be an alley. Picks up the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Smothers. Turning it on. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. They'll give it to Brown. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Manning. It's complete to the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was a...
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Makes the catch at the 35.
Oh,
this guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Texas offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. That's caught. It's Wingo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Longhorns are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football, and Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
The shoulder skill, he was talking
to his hands. You got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole.
Well, he ain't necessarily told me he was messing with
making your situation really good on the next down.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him. And it's fourth down. Timeout
just because, you know, he got
Kentucky. It's their first.
Apparently he got some
Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. The Longhorns looking to convert on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of the territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Arch Madness.
Oh, that's a pick. I knew that was picked off.
Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kentucky right back to the line.
Nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself.
That
There
is
he goes.
weak.
Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
Say, come on, y'all, get to him.
Slung down back at the 43. The Wildcats call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat.
Oh, get him.
Pressure's there.
Oh, my gosh.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
You can count on one hand how many kickers in college football today can make that kick. That guy's one of them.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Manning. That's caught. It's Townsend. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 9 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Longhorns head coach at the half. His conversation with his team in the locker room was execute, execute, execute. He understands that here at home, sometimes the crowd is in it, sometimes they're not. He wants them to bring their own energy and to make sure they are executing on every play to start the 3rd quarter.
Appreciate that, Holly. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To throw, Manning. Got a man, it's Brown. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as his offense continues to show great patience. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat.
Oh, my God.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that.
Hold on.
All game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Back up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the ground, it's Smothers.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throwing Manning. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love
Oh
to
my gosh,
I
thought he was about to.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Never a doubt. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
C.J. Baxter one more time.
Oh my
Spins
gosh,
for one.
man, I could not get over
And they'll get it
there.
to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 coming up. Hand off for Baxter.
Oh, it's a fumble! Look out, kick, pick up the ball!
That loose football. Well, they dial off on 2nd and a long way to go. Now the play fake.
Dang, that was a good.
Made a defender miss. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Makes the grab. It's Miller. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sets up the screen.
Thank you for the hit him.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Manning. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Here's a little room there. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And that's really nice offensively, because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready? Go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Sings it complete.
There we go. It's first.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and... And he's in! Touchdown, Texas! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Makes the grab. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play
he's 25 really good.
That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Oh, my God.
Enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Under fire. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Just keeps slinging it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fights off the defender. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Man, try to give him the phone.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Steps away to find some room. They won't let him
right here, come on.
Goes for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire.
Yes.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And look look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging.
All right, wait a minute here. They are going to send out the field goal unit and take what they hope is the sure points. There is no doubt. At this point of the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
Well, they make the kick. They're now within a possession, but they don't have any timeouts left. So you're expecting them to come out here in an onside formation. Now let's see what happens. This is going right down to the wire. Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick. David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. It's one thing to execute early